Nick, call Brass. Tell him it's time to make an arrest.
Done.
You're making a mistake. I didn't kill my father. We weren't alone.
I'm sorry, but there's no evidence to indicate that there was a third person present at the crime scene.
Who else was there?
I tried to stop her, I swear.
Who was with you?
Melissa Marlowe. But that bitch wouldn't listen.
A homicide occurred at a pottery studio in the city. The owner couple walked in and found ceramic shards all over the floor, the safe open, the cash gone, and a male body lying in the corner. G, Sister C, and Nick arrived at the scene. The victim, Felton, 44 years old, had been struck in the head multiple times. G speculated that Felton was a burglar who broke in with an accomplice, then was killed by the accomplice after they got the money. The autopsy revealed Felton had been hit in the head 3 times, with yellow mineral matter in the wounds and plant spores on his hair. The spores came from the back door of the shop. 38 sets of fingerprints were lifted from the scene. One set belonged to a 20-year-old child kidnapping case of 14-year-old named Marlowe who was abducted and would now be 25. The fingerprints were dusty, indicating she had been there recently. The cut marks on the safe came from a plasma high-temperature welding torch. That method matched a burglary in 1999. Felton was one of the suspects back then. He named his accomplice Darlin in exchange for immunity. Darlin was sentenced to 2 years in prison and had just been released last month, but Darlin had an alibi. Felton's wife had died early, leaving only his young daughter, Tammy. She had red hair. She came to identify the body and was weeping uncontrollably. Sister C found the same kind of spores on her collar. Tammy admitted she had gone to persuade her father, but he wouldn't listen, so she left alone. Marlowe's parents came to the station.
Did you bring the photographs of Melissa?
Yes, but I don't see how they can help. In some of those, she's just an infant.
It doesn't matter. Do you remember her eyes?
I could never forget.
Well, as we age, our eyes don't change. That's where we'll start.
The forensic artist used a computer to age Progress Marlowe to age 25. Sister C gasped it was clearly Felton's daughter, Tammy. It turned out Felton was the kidnapper who had taken Marlowe years ago and raised her as his own daughter. Police believed Marlowe had also taken part in the burglary. A psychological expert warned that Marlowe's upbringing was extremely unhealthy, and she had likely developed antisocial personality disorder. Nick detected a radioactive substance uranium in Felton's wounds and used a radiation scanner to find the murder weapon, a yellow antique figurine. Police suspected the killer was Marlowe. Her biological parents couldn't believe it, because Marlowe always seemed so pitiful and innocent. Police searched Marlowe's home and found a pair of black gloves. The fronts of the gloves had yellow pigment from the murder weapon's solid evidence. On the night of the murder, she and her adoptive father, Felton, committed the burglary together. After they got the money, she struck Felton repeatedly in the head with the figurine, killing him. Marlowe claimed she had dissociative identity disorder, hoping to avoid conviction on insanity grounds, but G saw through the lie. She conned her biological parents into paying her $500,000 bail, then abandoned them and fled, meeting up with Felton's old accomplice Darlin to become a new Bonnie and Clyde. Her poor parents were taken away by police for harboring a fugitive and lost their life savings.